Well, hello, any bassist, coming to you once again in lockdown at home. I'm going for better audio quality than video quality. Hopefully, you guys can forgive that a little bit. My tripods are all in my lockdown. Anyway, enough about that. Enough COVID-19 nonsense. Now, I got a new fuzz pedal, the Bass Fuzz. Anyone who follows me on Instagram or Facebook will see that I posted a little really short, like 2-minute video of me just playing for it. Just figured to show a few more sounds from it. So let's get straight into it. This is a clean sound. Yeah, pretty standard Jaguar. I've got updated bridge and tuners. They're now hip shot, Seymour Duncan pickups. The tone circuit's the same. And DR strings, which are, in my eyes, the best strings. But hey, let's move on. So, Colorsound. It's running off batteries at the minute. I'll put a photo. This is my favourite setting. For days, literally for days. I should say it's going into my Obi-Wan 500. It's completely clean. Everything's at sort of 2 o'clock EQ wise. Goes out of my DI into my Roland Rubik's 44, and then into Ableton, which has Wall of Sound, just emulating an 810 on that DI. So it just makes everything sound a bit nicer. DI, bit harsh for me. Especially with the fuzz pedal. Right, so that's that sound. That's basically volume 3 o'clock, tone 2 o'clock, and sort of the gain pretty pushed, probably about 4 or 5 o'clock. It's just max and then a hair back. It's no brutal fuzz. I'm not using it for light overdrive, you know what I mean? But we can hear what that sounds like. So I've dialed back the gain. This is the gain all the way down. Tone and everything has stayed the same. Going to push the tone up a bit. So yeah, that was the tone. It's sort of about 3 o'clock. Now for me, that's not an enjoy that. No, I've got other pedals that can do that. Push the gain up to about 10 o'clock. Like, that's starting to get there. Like, that'll sound really cool stacked with something, like my brute. Sounds pretty cool. Right, so cranked up. Again, let's go sort of 1 o'clock. Let's bring the tone back to about 1 o'clock. It's doing its thing, lovely. So again, let's go. If I go full gain, you'll get even more of an idea. Does a glorious thing. If you wind the gain back, you get all the nice subby bass tones. So I'll just put the gain back to where it was at the beginning of the video. It's just a hair off full. You get this kind of deal. That's with the tone, it's sort of 9. Now that's like a bit too dark for me, but it's cool to know that it'll go that way, because you know there might be a time where I wanna throw the tone back and sort of sit underneath everyone. I'm gonna put it back to where it was before. Cool. So now that we've got that sound, let's see how it stacks with some other stuff. Obviously, it's always, like I said at the beginning, or hopefully I did, it's always going into the Cali 76 compact bass compressor. That's been on the whole time, the clean sound, everything. So I think it just warms and just makes everything sound nicer. It is running at 18 volts. I don't know if that helps, probably, but hey, let's see how it stacks into some distortion. First off, we're on the channel that the Brute should be on, which is pedal from Lateral Sound. Yeah, so let's see how it sounds with that. I'll put the Brute on first, and then I'll bring in the Colorsound so you can hear what the Brute sounds like. Obviously, I turned the Brute off there and then just left the Colorsound on. That was like, I could jam on that I'd get lost in that. That's just wicked. That sounds really thick. Just, yeah, it's not out of control. You can tell when you really hit hard. I hit quite hard with my right hand. It sort of squeezes at the beginning at the front of the Brute. That's really, I quite like that sound. Many will hate it. I pulled the tone, if you saw me reach down, I just brought the tone back ever so slightly, because it was a little bit harsh, just to see if I could make it sit nicer and work better. And yeah, golden. So yeah, let's move on to the Fuzzarosis, the Bong Gripper. Let's get the normal sound that I use with that going. Now this is much dirtier, so I'd imagine that this is going to squeeze and compress just massively. But let's get into it. Let's see. Same settings as before, like say the gain up quite a lot, tone at 1 o'clock. Yeah, that was sustained for days. Not for everyone, that one. I had to dial the distortion back in the Colorsound just to make that a little less. It was just driving everything too much. But yeah, it's a sound. People will dislike it or love it. I think probably a little bit too much for my needs, but then again, I also play in a two-piece where I'm the only one making any sound, so yeah, that would probably be a sound that I'll use. So let's dial the gain back to where it was. Volume there. Right, so basically that's my gain stuff done. Let's go into what I would probably consider to be the fun stuff, which is like the reverbs and the delays and my chorus stuff. So let's go into somewhere where we've got lots of moogs going on, shall we? So this would be this sound. That's got delay from my Boss DD200. That's got filter effects from my Moog low pass and my bass muff. They're both on there. It's quite intense. I'm not going for a unaffected clean sound there. I'm going for as wet as it'll go. So yeah, let's hear the bass fuzz on that, shall we? Yeah, that's a lot of fun. That works. So, let's go to a different bank. Oh yeah, this would be cool. So this, for anyone who's watched, got a playlist on the channel that's called Sounds of This Board, basically, where I'm going through picking cool sounds. When I find a cool sound, I put it up, I save it on the MS3. This one is using a shimmer sound that I love in the DD200, and it's got a few other bits and pieces on it. But at the minute, it's got a little bit of reverb. It's got some other bits on it. It actually has a delay and a reverb coming from the MS3 into the DD200 as well. So it's like doubly delayed. And yeah, I'll hit the space echo on as well, like halfway through or something. That's just stupid. That clipped the crap out of everything. So sorry about that. Yeah, I love that. That sounds wicked. Right, so let's go to Dimension C. Let's see what that sounds like with this. So this is Dimension C. It's on the opposite setting, so like the DD320 sound with 3 and 4 pushed in for anybody who's taking note. So yeah, let's hear that. So yeah, that does a thing. What I did there was put the Mooga Fuga low pass filter in. So that's when you felt the filtering thing, because to me that was like really starting to sound really synthy. Just obviously with the chorus, distortion, bit of filter, you're getting really close to what sort of really synthy there. That's just banging. And again, it's it's another sound. One that you will probably hear on a demo in that playlist, I would imagine. Well, there's a couple more pedals right at the front which we should probably get into because they're right there, and it's this video's long enough already, so I can, why not, innit? The SY1 and the PS6. Now I should say I am a Boss artist, so that's, if anybody bitches about there being a lot of Boss stuff that I own, I don't care. It all works for me. It sounds great. Yeah, there we go. Boss SY1. Let's go that first, because the pitch, the harmonist is basically just set up to do a whammy thing. So the SY1 at the minute it's set in strings. I'll probably leave it there because I've done a demo on that. I'll put a little card up below. loads of sounds in that pedal, but this is the one that really gets me going. So yeah, let's listen to that. Fuzz it. Like that. I think, yeah, that sounds killer. So yeah, many a sound with the Colorsound Bass Fuzz. If there's anybody who wants sort of just a constant thing played into that, I'll try and sort something out. But for the minute, it's gonna get on the board somehow. I don't really know how, but we'll get there. So yeah, that's the Colorsound Bass Fuzz plus other effects in the board. Cheers for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Cheers, guys.